As we sit comfortably in Sukhasana, a cross-legged position. For those of us who can sit in the lotus pose Padmasana, we try lengthening, straightening, pulling our spine upright, tucking our shoulder blades back, getting the back of the head in line with the spine, gently closing our eyes. To start with alternate nostril Bhastrika. The bellows breath involves active inhalations and exhalations where the right hand comes in the Nasagraha Mudra, where the index fingertip and the middle fingertip touch the thumb pad. And we close the right nostril to inhale and exhale from the left. Close the left, inhale and exhale from the right. We continue. We close our eyes throughout the session, always in pranayama. We make sure we are in a well-ventilated room. We are comfortable in a seated posture, steady at the spine, tall through the vertebral column, tucked back at the shoulders. With eyes dropped, we continue with Bhastrika, but we change it now from alternate nostril to normal Bhastrika, where we practice any variation using the arms, straightening them up, opening the palms and coming back, or separating the fists, or a shoulder rotation, or a reverse shoulder rotation, or the abundance, inhale, hug, inhale, hug, or with hands in a loose fist. At the love handles, inhale, hands away, exhale, hands back to us. Any variation. We need not even use the arms. We can just do active inhale, active exhale, active inhale, active exhale through the nostrils. Keep the mouth closed. Discontinue the practice to move to a stabilizing category. Let's do a Surya Agan here. Surya Agan, where we once again come into that same Nasagraha Mudra. Close the left nostril. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left, right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the right. Surya Agan comes in the category of the stabilizing pranayams in order to open up a closed nostril. And we then change. We close the right nostril, दाईं नासिका को बंद करें. And we inhale from the left, exhale from the right. Inhale from the left, exhale from the right. So from an Agan, we move on to a Bhedan category. From bringing about the ayam, we move on to a piercing of the ayam, a constancy, a resonance is what ayam is. In our prana, in our vital energy, in our force, pranic force, prana, one which is required for survival. What we are currently doing is called Chandra Bhedan Prana. Chandra is the moon, Bhedan is piercing because we are inhaling from the left, exhaling from the right. A stabilizing category because we are stabilizing, opening up any blocked nostrils, learning all the tricks to make sure we are constantly in an ayam of our prana. And we then move on to a cooling category. A cooling category after this one, in which we shall do Shitkari Pranayam. We will clench our teeth, separate our lips, and inhale from the spaces in between the teeth via our gums. We fill our lungs for this cooling pranayam. Then we purse our lips and exhale normally through the nostrils. Shitkari Pranayam. Followed by balancing pranayam, a fourth category. We discontinue the third category of the cooling pranayam's variation, which we just did, which was Shitkari. And we move on to a fourth category called the balancing category, in which we do Anulom Vilom Pranayam, alternate nostril breathing. In this Anulom Vilom Pranayam, we incorporate three more things. What do? We inhale and exhale all our inhalations and exhalations through our alternate nostril in Ujjayi, the throat breath. So in this balancing category, we are doing Ujjayi with Anulom Vilom Pranayam by inflating the abdomen and bringing it back to normal. Three things, a trio with a duo. Anulom Vilom Pranayam in Ujjayi, the throat breath, with abdominal breaths, where every inhalation will inflate our abdomen like a balloon as we thrust our pelvic platform down, and every exhalation will bring our abdomen back to normal in Ujjayi as we remove that air through our nasal alternate passages. Continue alternate nostril breathing, Anulom Vilom Pranayam, also called Nadi Shodhan Pranayam by some schools where retention is practiced, the Kumbhaka, which we are not doing currently except for the Kevala Kumbhaka, which is happening effortlessly on every inhalation and exhalation. We do this in Ujjayi as we rub inhaled and exhaled air through our alternate nasal passages while we simultaneously do abdominal breaths, a balancing category. And we then move on after the next exhalation in Ujjayi from the left nostril as soon as the abdomen comes back to normal to tranquilizing category. In tranquilizing category, as the name suggests, one which tranquilizes us, one which aids us with insomnia, sleep disorders, panic attacks, depressive anxiety, dreams, not feeling fresh when we wake up, not getting sleep till late and then getting sporadic sleep, waking up in the middle of the night and staying awake for a couple of hours, keeping our mind busy. In all these problems, indications, we do the tranquilizing pranayams, Brahmari, the humming the pranayam being one of the best ones, where we inhale fully and plug our ears closed, making a humming sound, exhaling as we feel the vibrations in the frontal part of the face. We do this for 3 rounds. On finishing 3 rounds, we practice Viloma Pranayam. We have finished the 5 main categories of pranayams, and we now move on to a few more pranayams with a few more variations. We now move on to Viloma Pranayam, where we inhale fully and exhale 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 of that inhalation. Here also, we can blend, bring in Ujjayi and abdominal breaths. Advanced students can do inhalations in the throat breath, exhalations 1/3, 1/3 in the throat breath. As we soundfully exhale and soundfully inhale. Last round of some of Viloma Pranayam as we move on to Bhav Anulom Vilom Pranayam. So we do not use our hand and Nasagraha Mudra at all. We do exactly what we did before we practice Viloma Pranayam, which is Anulom Vilom Pranayam in Ujjayi, incorporating abdominal breaths. Mindfully, Bhav Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Inhaling from the left, exhaling from the right, inhaling from the right, exhaling from the left nasal passages. Consciously take awareness of cool air going up the left nostril. Pause for a Kevala Kumbhaka as you inhale fully, and awareness is at the Bhumadhya, the eyebrow center. And exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Up the nasal, right nasal passage. Exhale from the left. Bhav Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Without using the arm, an armless one. Incorporating Ujjayi and abdominal breaths. Multiple benefits because of a multiple combination. Make sure the mind's eye travels along with the breath, along with the inhalations and exhalations. Up the nasal passage, at the Agya chakra, down the nasal passage, up the other same nasal passage, steady at the Agya chakra, down the nasal passage, finishes one round, one cycle. And let's move now to Samavritti Pranayam, equal breath. After the next exhalation in Bhav Anulom Vilom Pranayam, we move to Samavritti Pranayam, where we inhale to a count of 5, exhale to a count of 5. Our own count. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 6 now. We are ready for it. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 7. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we go to inhalations to a count of 7, exhalations to a count of 9. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Discontinue Samavritti Pranayam. To get your pulse, let your fingertips of one hand look for your pulse beat at the wrist of the other. As soon as you feel this awesome beat of our pulse, reminding us that we are alive and that we are breathing and that our heart is pumping and that our systems, especially the circulatory one, is intact. We do a ratio of 8:8 in these pulse beats, where we inhale to a count of 8 beats, exhale to a count of 8. Each one of us will have a different count depending on the speed of the pulse beat. Let's begin. Last round. Bring the hand down after this last round to check on your seated posture, Padmasana. If there is any discomfort, change the leg, or Sukhasana, the cross-legged position from instead of the lotus, the upright spine, the raised back shoulder blades, the back of the head in line with the spine, the tongue dropped, the eyes gently closed. As we move to Swan Pranayam. Swan, as the name suggests, means dog. We do the panting breath pranayam. As we bring our palms on our knees, we bring our elbows out like wings, and we inhale and exhale like a panting dog, sticking our tongue out, looking up cockeyed. This is how it goes. Some of us may feel a little discomfort because of the throat friction. So we may cough a little. Active inhalations, active exhalations with friction in the throat as we do the panting dog, swan pranayam, one which helps us get our Kapalabhatis better, a Shodhan Kriya, a cleanser, an excellent Rog Anusaryo, and also which gets our Bhastrika better, the bellows breath. The panting dog, swan pranayam. We choose our pace, we choose our intensity, we choose our pauses, we choose our volumes, we choose our count. No one else decides this for us. We just keep going. Swan pranayam, the panting dog. On finishing this last round, we bring the tongue in, we close our mouth, and we open our eyes. Mouth is closed, eyes open, and we stare mindlessly, which means we are not really talking about seeing anything in front of us. It's a mindless stare. It's called unmani. And although the drishti is out, right, we are seeing something outside of us. Yet, the mind's eye is within. So while doing unmani, we do a kechari mudra, where we roll our tongue, place the tip of the tongue all the way back, and place the base, the bottom of the tongue, on the top hard palate. It's okay to blink, but it's not okay to think. To think about anything that we see in front of us. As soon as you feel that your tongue is tired and you can't continue with the Kechari Mudra, release it and come back into it. And this time in it, practice Ujjayi. Kechari Mudra in a Padmasan with Unmani in Ujjayi. Kechari Mudra in Padmasan with Unmani in Ujjayi. Whenever the tongue feels tired of holding Kechari Mudra, release it and go back. Go back into Kechari Mudra as soon as your tongue feels rested. In the next round, pull the abdomen in when you exhale. Very much in, so that the navel goes all the way down to the tailbone. Udyan Bandha. As we sit in a seated, comfortable Padmasana or Sukhasana, those of us who have any problems with the knees with straight legs, which is called Dandasana, we practice Unmani with open eyes, staring mindlessly. As we roll our tongue in Kechari Mudra, practicing Ujjayi breath, one which has no contraindications, one which can be done throughout, rubbing our inhaled and exhaled air through friction in the throat pit. As we inhale fully and pull our abdomen in Jalandhar Bandha. Where the navel goes all the way down to the tailbone. Abdomen is in. Release the abdomen. Release the tongue. And do this one more time, the last round. Asana, because we may be lying down in a Shavasana if we are bedridden, or sitting in Dandasana if we have a knee problem, or in Sukhasana, comfortable, happy seated posture, or Padmasana, the meditative lotus pose. Pranayam, as we do Ujjayi Mudra, as we do Kechari Mudra, Bandha, as we do abdominal locks in Udyan Bandha. A combination of this foursome, Asana, Pranayam, Mudra, Bandha, Asana, Pranayam, Mudra, Bandha, Asana, Pranayam, Mudra, Bandha, Asana, Pranayam, Mudra, Bandha, Asana, Pranayam, Mudra, Bandha. Any 3 or 5 of the several meditative postures, there being totally 84 lakh yoga postures, 84 lakh yonis. As we do Ujjayi, the throat breath, Pranayam. As we do Kechari Mudra, rolling the tongue all the way in till the tip goes back, keeping the base of the tongue at the top heart palate. And as we do 1 out of the 3 harnesses, locks in Udyan Bandha. while there is another beautiful harness, open eyes in Unmani, a mindless stare. Each of the open-eyed stares, every side, creating several attachments and aversions, rag and dvesh, harmful for us. Unmani brings us gently into a samabha. Since we are not creating any new sanskaras, since we are mindlessly staring. Last round. Inhale in Ujjayi. Exhale in Ujjayi. Release the tongue. Exhale only after an Udyan Bandha. One of the three harnesses, the other two being Moolaband and Jalandhar Bandh. A combination of all three, Moolaband, Udyan Bandh and Jalandhar Bandh, called Mahabandh, when all three are locked. Discontinue all practices. Stay comfortable in the seated posture. Gently close your eyes now. And open them completely. To know the difference between a mindless stare, Unmani, and mindful sights, stares, glances to look at. With this, we end this session. For those of us who wish to do palming, we can do this nice, satisfying round of palming by rubbing our palms, our hatkelis, till they generate that pranic urja, the life force, the energies, and then cap them on closed eyes to energize not only the eyes via the eyelids, but the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Slowly open your eyes and rise. Thank you all. Hari Om Tat Sat.